is exercise I don't like, but this is exercise make me strong.
Before stepping into the spotlight for his open workout with Daniel Dubois, Oleksandr Usyk went through one last closed-door training session, and it was all business. No cameras, no crowd, just focused repetition and quiet intensity. This wasn't about putting on a show, it was about locking in the fundamentals and sharpening every weapon before fight week truly kicked off. His day began with the cycling machine, where he pushed through steady, consistent rounds. Each rotation of the pedals built more than just endurance. It reinforced the engine that fuels his non-stop movement in the ring. There was a calm to it, like he was zoning in, letting his body get warm while his mind visualized what was coming. He didn't rush. He controlled every motion, building his heart rate with purpose. Next came the medicine ball, and that's when the pace picked up. Usyk powered through explosive slams and tight chest passes, engaging his core, shoulders, and arms all at once. It wasn't just brute force, it was about balance, posture, and breathing. You could see how much attention he paid to form. The medicine ball flew with speed, but nothing was sloppy. Every toss and slam had purpose. He wasn't just working muscles, he was training his reaction time and keeping his upper body sharp and responsive. Then came the skipping rope. It was light, fast, and smooth, like watching a machine. Usyk's footwork came alive here. He barely touched the ground, his rhythm never breaking. The skipping wasn't just cardio, it was coordination, timing, and rhythm, the exact things that make his in-ring movement look so effortless. He'd switch up pace, hop side to side, even throw in double unders, and never lose control. It was sharp, efficient, and so clean it looked like second nature. His footwork drills followed. If skipping rope was the rhythm, this was the dance. Usyk worked the mat with fast, tiny steps, cutting angles, pivoting, and shifting his weight like he was already fighting someone in front of him. His footwork isn't just about speed, it's about positioning. He trained like a man who always wants to be one step ahead, never where you expect him to be. Every step was part of a plan. Then came the weights. This part was slower, more grounded, heavy lifts, solid form, and deep breaths. These weren't about building new muscle, they were about strengthening what's already there. He wasn't trying to impress anyone with how much he could lift. He was training for endurance, reinforcing the strength that holds up round after round. From shoulder presses to deadlifts, Usyk moved with control, never rushing, never losing focus. He looked completely in tune with his body. Finally, he moved to resistance bands. This was about control, explosiveness, and muscle tension. The bands pulled back and Usyk pushed forward, extending, twisting, and holding firm under pressure. You could see it wasn't easy, but that's the point. These bands mimic the kind of resistance he'll face in the ring, and he met it head on. Every rep looked like a fight against invisible pressure. His muscles were locked in, and his breathing was steady. It was quiet, but intense. Through it all, Usyk barely spoke, his eyes stayed focused, his posture never dropped, and his pace stayed consistent. He didn't need hype music or big speeches. His silence was powerful. It showed that the talking is done, and now it's time to show up. This was Usyk's final session, and it told us everything. He's not training for just another fight. He's training to remind the world who he is. Before his open workout with Daniel Dubois, Oleksandr Usyk took a moment to reflect on what this rematch really means. He admitted that boxing is still something he truly loves, especially the training part, but made it clear that this fight with Dubois could be his last. As of now, he's not thinking beyond it. His full attention is locked on this one opponent.
How are you?
Oleksandr, you've cleaned out the cruiserweight division, you've cleaned out the heavyweight division, you've beat Fury twice, you beat AJ twice, you beat Dubois already. Why do you still box?
Because Jesus gave me opportunity. I take this now my sale gold. It's free time undisputed. Listen, I love boxing. I love to.
When asked about the controversial moment in their first fight, specifically the low blow and whether he would have gotten up if the referee started counting, Usyk made it clear that he could have continued without a problem. To him, that moment is in the past, and he's only focused on what's ahead.
Training. I love hard training. I guess it's to last my fight with Dubois. Next, I don't know who. I talk to you, it's after this fight. It's in my life.
Yeah. And going back to Poland, the first fight with Daniel, there was obviously a bit of controversy and a lot of noise about whether the shot was illegal or legal. But I want to ask you, and I think I know the answer, if the referee starts to count, 1, 2, 3, do you get up?
Usyk didn't ignore Dubois' effort either. He acknowledged that Dubois was solid in their first match and complimented him as a good athlete with strong skills. He even noted Dubois' recent wins and said the British fighter had improved since their first encounter, possibly growing not just as a boxer, but as a person too.
In the past, for me, I live now, present.
And what about Daniel's performance that night? What did you think of it?
In the first fight?
Yeah.
It's a good. It's a good. I think Daniel is a good athlete and a boxer. Good, have good skills. Daniel last free fight, great win. Yeah, it's Horgovic, Miller, and then Joshua. He's a great fighter.
I think in his after his fight against you, the run after that has been very, very good.
Asked if Dubois deserved this rematch, Usyk agreed. He felt that Dubois had earned the opportunity, especially since he's from the UK and brings interest to the fight.
Maybe, yeah, maybe, because a lot of years, 2, 3, yeah, yeah. Now I think Daniel grow.
And do you think,
Like a boxer, like a man.
yeah, does he deserve this
The topic of Dubois' past criticism came up, specifically when people called him a quitter after taking a knee. Usyk admitted that Dubois might still have a small weakness, maybe due to his youth or inexperience. But he also added that being afraid is human. He's afraid too, just in a different way.
Interesting for all people.
And people have labelled him and called him a quitter. They've seen what happened in the Joyce fight. Even against you, he finished the fight on his knee. Does he have a weakness?
When asked how the fight would end, Usyk gave a simple, confident answer. He's going to win.
So on July 19th, what happens? How do you win the fight?
I win.
Hi.
Wonderful.
Coming off Usyk's calm but confident remarks, it's clear he sees Dubois as a serious contender, one who's improved, matured, and earned this rematch. But while Usyk focuses on preparation and respect, Daniel Dubois is locked in with something different. Hunger. This isn't just another fight for him, it's his shot at redemption. He knows exactly what kind of challenge he's facing. Usyk is a master of movement, timing, and precision, one of the best in the sport, and Dubois doesn't deny that. In fact, he respects it. But this time, he's not entering the ring with hesitation. His mindset has changed. He says he's coming in focused, disciplined, and with a fire that's been building over his last 3 performances. He's no longer thinking about Usyk's past victories. He's thinking about making this moment his own.
Second time you'll have fought Oleksandr Usyk. Is he the hardest opponent you've ever fought so far in your career?
I think he's the best boxer. I think his record shows that he's top level guy, isn't he? Top level operator. You know, can't take nothing away from him. But yeah, at this level they're all good. So I just need to be on my A game and focus, get right, and I'll go through him. I'll do the business.
And you know, obviously you fought for your heavyweight title, but this for undisputed against Oleksandr, who is kind of known as the best heavyweight in the world. Will there be an extra bit of pressure?
Yeah, there's always fire in me. I'm always fired up for every fight I fight. So if it was, no matter who I face, with the odds on the line, I'm gonna be extra fired up to win this one. And
naturally, the controversial moment from their first fight came up, the body shot that dropped Usyk and sparked endless debates. Dubois didn't dwell on it. He didn't call it a robbery or accuse Usyk of overreacting. Instead, he admitted it was painful, hard to come back from, and simply part of the fight. That moment doesn't define him, and it's not where his mind is anymore. He's moved on, and he's focused on doing what he didn't finish last time.
You just press that space bar there.
What he came in at again. There's a body shot. Is that low?
So you see that reaction when he goes down. You know, do you think he was faking it? That's what I think Frank and Don Charles implied after the fight. Do you think he actually was faking that?
he wasn't faking it. He was in pain, so he couldn't really fake it. He was in pain, and if you ever taken one of them shots before, you'd understand. But he was in pain and he couldn't get up. I need to win now. I need to win. The difference between that fight and this.
What's most noticeable is how much Dubois has grown. He doesn't dodge the topic of defeat. He leans into it. Losses to fighters like Joe Joyce and Usyk weren't just setbacks. They were lessons. According to him, those painful moments helped shape a new version of himself. One that's more grounded, more mature, and more aware of what it takes to win at the top level. He's not promising a miracle. He's promising a fighter who's leveled up.
This second fight?
I think so. I think I've shown that in my last 3 fights that I'm totally different. I'm more confident, believe myself more and whatever. But
He also seems more relaxed than before, not overconfident, but sure of himself. There's no overthinking, no looking back, and no time for second guessing. Dubois knows this fight might define how people remember him, but for him, it's not about proving critics wrong. It's about proving to himself that all the pain, the pressure, and the hard work have led to something real. He's not just chasing a belt, he's chasing growth, redemption, and the right to stand at the top. And
A beautiful day, innit?
There we go. There we go. You've obviously been a kind of different fighter almost since that loss. Was the loss a kind of blessing in disguise for you?
Well, just had to go through a few things, you know. Just had to go through a few things and become a new fighter, improved fighter, and learn from the pain, learn from the frustration of losing. And now I need to win. I need to just turn it around and make sure that when history is written about it, I was the winner.
so as the rematch approaches, the energy feels different. Usyk is composed and steady, walking in with experience. Dubois is focused and hungry, stepping in with something to prove. Both men are ready, but only one gets to rewrite the ending. Let us know in the comments below, who do you think takes the win this time?